Print scores 83, silver award. And we have an elective challenge from Robin on 88. So take it away, Robin.
Yeah, I think this is a little more than this is more than just a silver. There's an incredible dignity to these two girls, and you can see the individual character and personalities of each of them. The expressions on their face tells you quite a lot about them. There's also a level of perfection to this image, with the styling of the hair and the makeup and just everything so clean and beautiful. Black skin tones on a black background, that's not easy to light, that's not easy to handle, and it's not easy to print. And all those things have been done, I think, beyond a silver. It's an exceptional level. But take all that away, which is incredible, bring it back to the actual portraits, and there's an innate strength within the portrait itself, and that to me also lifts it higher than just a silver.
Okay, I'm going to hear from Trevor on the other end of the spectrum on 78.
Okay, some days you just put your score in and you sit down and you immediately realise that you've underscored it. I scored this down initially because I saw this almost being a disparity between the two subjects. The one on the left is just classically beautiful, and then the one on the right sort of took away the feeling that I was seeing on the left. So it left me a little confused. I love the treatment. I'm listening very carefully to the comments because I think I would like to come up.
Okay, let's hear from Natalie. You're on 84, so you're almost there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I agree with everything Robin said, and to have the dark skin tones on the dark background, you've got that beautiful light going across the faces. It's just exquisite. The print is exquisite, so I'm happy to go up, definitely.
Fantastic. Robin, write a reply on this?
Yeah, I just actually had to go and have another look, and I'm sorry I'm not supposed to introduce anything new, but the person on the left-hand side actually has, like, I don't know if it's a beard or something going on there. There's this weird sort of homogeneous thing. You don't know if it's a man and you don't know if it's a woman. And I find that really, really, really intriguing. It's interesting that the contrast in the two different looks conflicted, and then all of a sudden you go, oh, hang on, that's actually the story. So, yeah, silver distinction. Thanks, guys.
Okay, judges, take those comments on board and please rescore the print. It currently sits on 82. And Robin would like you to join her in the next scoring range of silver distinction. And she has done that successfully. 86, silver distinction. Well done. Okay. Thank you, judges. Great job. And we'll have the next print, please. Print scores 79. And I'll get a comment from James Simmons on this, please. What can you tell us about this?
Yeah, sure. I love the concept, and it's been really well constructed. I think the pose and the eye line are a little bit lost to complete the narrative here on this one, but I think it's really well constructed.
Excellent. Thank you. Next print. Print score is 79. And Trevor, you're on 77. What can you tell us about this image?
Yeah, just totally confused by the way all the elements are laid out. I want to see something about the character of the portrait, because this is a portrait, but some of the eyes being sort of cropped right down and the way the lips are, it just looks like the image is disfigured and it's unnerving.
Okay, image will go for review at 79. Thank you, and we'll have the next print, please. Print scores 87. Silver distinction. But I'm sure we want to hear from Natalie Howe on 92.
Yes.
Take it away, Natalie.
Oh.
So we have a challenge.
As soon as this turned around, it had immediate impact walking up to it. The print quality is exquisite. I can see detail in all the darks and the highlights, the little tear in her eye. There is so much emotion in this image, especially with what's happening around the world today. So this truly deserves to be rewarded for it. You know, it's brave. Go up and have another look at it. It's just stunning, and the look on her eyes, the lighting, everything about it, it needs to go into gold, as far as I'm aware.
Okay, I'm going to hear from Trevor, who's on 84.
Yeah, I go along with Natalie with the print quality and the initial impact. I thought what let it down a little bit, it was this, the thing was like the oppression of the woman with the hands holding the veils, but the hands don't look forceful, they just look like they're there. If there was a bit of a kink in the wrist to really show power, that interplay would have just elevated it way above what I scored it.
Fantastic, thank you. James, you're on 87, so you're almost there. What can you tell us?
Yeah, technically beautiful. Love the background, the repetition, all of the visual stuff's really startling and strong. I just find being force-fed a message about the suppression of women in an Islamic culture, where that issue is probably much more complicated than what we're being presented with. So it's a challenging narrative that we're kind of forced to read. So that viewpoint is a controversial one, but it's very strong technically. So I gave it a strong silver distinction for that fact.
Charmaine,
Yeah,
you're on 86.
I think I scored a silver distinction. I love the image. The impact is strong. I'm kind of with Trevor with the hands. I just don't believe the hands. The hands just don't seem to be as strong as the message is. So I'm, not with that as much.
Okay, Natalie, you write a reply on this?
Yes, I totally understand what James is saying, but at the end of the day, this is what the author's interpretation of what they are seeing, what's happening around the world. With the hands, there's white knuckles there. They're strong. They're only holding fabric. It's not like they're trying to push steel across the lady's face. It's fabric, so they don't need a lot of effort to go across her face to stop her from having a voice. So I strongly believe this image needs to go into the gold, and we're only a few points away, and I would love my fellow judges to come up with me.
So print currently scores 87, and Natalie has asked you to join her in the next scoring range, which is gold. So judges, take those comments on board and please rescore the print. Print scores 89. And we'll go for review in the next room. So 89. Thank you. And we'll have the next print, please. Thank you, judges. Print scores 82, silver award. And I'd like to have a comment from James, please.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, good fun image. The mystery was a little bit lost to me. It's very much, just about this person having a good time. I would have loved to seen it. It's something else that was a little kicker that added to the humour of this image.
Thank you. Great comments. And we will take the next print, please. Printer scored 79. And Robin, what can you tell us?
Yeah, look, I can see where this is going. This looks like a great character portrait from a movie star. So make it movie star lighting, put in some rim lights and just give it that extra pop to make it look really, really, really cool. Thanks.
All right, thank you. We'll have the next print, please. Next print. Print scores 79. And Trevor.
Yeah, look, I initially thought this had lovely elements happening there with all of the feed and something quite different than what I've seen before. But then I see the face obscured by something that I can't actually work out what it is. It looks like she's got the whip as if she's in control of this whole sea of things going on there. But I can't understand why I can't see her face to see the power and dominance that I was expecting to see.
All right, thank you. Next print, please. Print scores 81. Silver award. Charmaine, what can you tell us?
Yeah, I love the print quality on the image. I'd possibly look at maybe toning the right hand arm down on the right side, and maybe a bit more of the face, but lovely image.
Thank you. Great comments. All very helpful for the author, I'm sure. And next print, please. Print scores 79. And we'll get a comment from Robin, please, on this image.
Yeah, absolutely. Love the story of the man with the piano accordion. I just think conceptually it's not something we haven't seen quite a number of times before with the background and the photo frames and so forth. So go back, reshoot him, fantastic guy, but maybe look for a new, fresh concept to go with it to bring it to that silver award level.
Thank you. This image will go for review at 79. Thank you. We'll have the next print, please. Print scores 83, silver award. But we have a challenge from James Simmons on 88. Take it away, James.
I love this as a conceptual, fashion-esque, portrait. For me, the whole, the maiden, the bonnet, the dirty arms, that concept that's gone behind it has, ended up dictating the styling, which is awesome because it's unique. It's someone's original vision. The printing, technically, everything is legit. Like, it is so well lit and printed. It's just fascinating, and we're given something that is fashion-esque, but got such a background of story and this kind of this old world thing taken into a kind of a futuristic, position in that realm. So, yeah, I just love how it looks like she's been working out the back, deep in the back end, as you'd say, Rocco. But technically beautiful. I can't fault it, and it's just a great new concept.
Thank you. So let's hear from Trevor. You're on 80 on this.
It's got such a lot of lovely qualities, but I missed out totally on the narrative here. I couldn't see what the black painted arms had to do with the styling, the fashion. At the end of the day, too, the brightness on the arm just took my attention straight away from the face, and I just thought those things just brought me down in my score.
Robin Campbell, you're on 84, so you're almost in the next range.
Yeah. Look, I love the grittiness about this image. I sort of couldn't quite get the narrative, but I went, well, look, if it was a book cover, I think it would be an incredibly strong book cover for some. There could be a million stories written about it. What held me from going to the distinction range was the same as Trevor, was the brightness of that arm. I wanted a bit more mood in the lighting. I wanted this wonderful character, but then the mood, the lighting's kind of like slap, there it is, as opposed to, if we just brought the mood into the face and drawn us into that little bit of tension, I think it would have been that little bit extra stronger to get into the distinction. But I am listening, James, because I think I agree, it's a very unique image.
Natalie, can you give us your insight as well? You're an 82.
Yeah, the light on the arm actually isn't distracting for me because the light is coming from that right side and it's lighting the face perfectly down the arm as well. I'm hearing both sides of the spectrum here, and I'm on 82, so I'm on a solid silver. I'd love to hear a little bit more, but to me it's a beautiful a silver image.
James, you're right to reply, please.
Yeah, sure. Look, the lines that the arms make, I think, so well composed that leads you straight back to that face. I mean, the lighting on that arm, like the detail in it, is really delicate, and I think they're so evenly lit that you kind of, you're forced to follow this zigzag through the image, which is really pleasing to the eye. And it is a conceptual portrait that has been styled based on someone's concept. It's not really a story about this person. It's someone's imagination going wild, and using the basis of some old world things and creating it in a new way. So the story there doesn't need to be. It can be ambiguous. So silver distinction.
Thank you, James. So the print currently sits on 83, and James has asked you all to join him in the next scoring range of silver distinction. So can you please rescore the print judges? And print does indeed go in the next scoring range at 86. So well done, judges. And could we have a blank screen, please? And this room will now break, and we'll be back.